would go way slower to avoid making mistakes. Because if we started playing this on April 8th, right? Today is it's 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You could have easily learned this without making mistakes. Easily. Okay. Too far?
Yeah.
Okay. I think your problem is you choose a tempo that you cannot maintain, and that's actually causing too many mistakes. It would be so much easier, way more efficient, much better quality. So once you learn this, that you need to start with extremely slow tempo, one section at a time, checking, double checking, triple checking, not allowing yourself, because this is not what we're looking for. Okay, not too many mistakes, but even some mistakes. So I still would like you to memorize it because we need to move on. Okay. So by memory and with looking as well, because you need to fix mistakes. Okay. Fix mistakes. No flat fingers. Do you how what ideally we want to do? You learn it really well. Let's say with looking, you play. We don't talk about hand position. We don't talk about incorrect notes or fingering. We only focus on how to march, how to apply natural weight, what to do with your muscles, and we were not even talking about that. As you see that, right? So that means you're not getting as much out of our lesson as you could have. So that's why you have to prepare really well. And you know what I'm talking about really well. So choose to begin with. You need to start with a slower tempo, and then once everything is under control, don't worry. We will get to the next step and start playing it faster, right? So, in case if you're wondering, this is actually a really fast one, but we're not going to be able to do that not until you fix it all and until you really take care of your fingers. Okay, so if you don't do that, then we're not even going to get to faster tempo. Okay, I want to make sure you have very clear understanding. Okay. All right. So I don't think there are going to be any other exercises. So I really would like you to take care of this. Yeah, but then we start again the first one. And as you see, these are longer. Okay, so let's see if we can finish some next week, and then we can go on and start playing. Yeah, these are longer. So that means we'll have to change our strategy. They're significantly longer, right?
Yeah.
So because this is selection from various offices, but they're good. Look at this, right? So what we will be doing, maybe let's say learning half of this and half of this, and then adding another half, rather than focusing on just on one exercise, because I would like you to have variety of technique, and so this way it's not going to be variety. Okay, all right. So, but let's first take care of this. Okay, let's go to Chopin. Wow, we spent most of our lesson on exercises. How much time do you think we should be spending on exercise, roughly?
Well, if we spend like 10 minutes on maybe like
not more than that. I think a theory should be about 5 minutes. Exercise is 10 minutes. The rest of the time on our pieces. Okay. So and then see that? Yeah. Okay. So what do we do here? This is your first Chopin. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we play Chopin.
Yeah.
Unless we played the waltz. This one. No, so then this is your first Chopin. Okay. Okay. So you're playing separate hands, first 8 sections, right? Okay. All right. Right hand first. would like you right away pay attention to things like quality of tone, shaping, especially if it's marked by Chopin, and it is marked, right? Do we need marching fingers here?
No.
No, not at all. What do we do?
Octave.
Yes, because I didn't see much of octave, so let's see if we can actually incorporate it. So look at this. We have eighth notes here, and we have eighth notes here.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you play these eighth notes
Yeah.
exactly the same? So here we go. All right. Do you practice with the metronome?
Yeah.
Resolution. All right. There's a metronome. 2 and 8. Listen to the metronome. You said that you practice with it, right?
Yeah.
That's a resolution. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Too late, yeah. So 5 and 1 count. No, you did 4. It needs to be 5. Which word do we use when we have 5?
University.
University, right? Yeah. University. Okay, this one 3. University, wonderful. Boom. Ba-bum. University. So when you practice at home, did you take time in this? Because this is could be a bit confusing, right? Did you take time with this one? Did you play it like over and over and over until you were truly feeling the rhythm and following the metronome?
No.
Okay, then how did you expect to play it the right way? Isn't it what we do at home? That's what we go practicing, right? Otherwise, you're just playing some random stuff. So it's not enough to learn the notes and fingering. The rhythm is just as important, right? And unfortunately, we still are not talking about, quality of tone, the octopus, with shaping. There's 0 of that. Okay, that would be nice. That's the reason why we're playing Chopin. It's not because of the note. Okay, all right. Okay, let's take care of rhythm. Are you sure that, do you really think that we need to match this note with the metronome?
Oh, so.
Okay. Three notes. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Clap hands rhythm. 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Da 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 da. Dum, bum, bum, bum. No, not random. Not just faster, slower, but it has to be very rhythmic. Da 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 da. Dum, bum, bum, bum. That's not. Do that. Okay. No. University, wonderful. So wonderful is not as fast as university. If you think about it, even mathematically, right? We have to fit 5 notes in 1 count. Here we have to 3 notes in 1. University, wonderful. University, wonderful. University, wonderful. If I would would be you, I would actually, sit down, set the metronome, and I would be doing saying those words, University Wonderful. I'll be doing clapping a lot, like many times until I really feel it. Then I would be playing. Okay, not yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna go further for a while, and of course, no both hands together. You need to really get everything under control. And telling you honestly that rhythm is not the hardest thing here. That's usually we don't even spend that much time with students on rhythm on this. I mean, once you understand, you grasp on the idea, it should not be very difficult. But of course, longer you put it off, harder for you will be to fix that. And 1 week is absolutely enough to be able to play this part without messing up on the rhythm. Okay, I just want you only have one piece, right? I want you to take it more seriously. Okay, I'm giving you this absolutely gorgeous waltz. Chopin's music is absolutely magical. So I don't want you to be treating this again, though. You would learn something your own way, maybe rhythmically, maybe not, and then you come here and there's already some damage been done. Okay, and then we spend time on fixing stuff. Then it's going to be very difficult to play beautifully. So have you listened to recordings of this?
Yeah, I did.
You did, right? So it's beautiful, isn't it? It's really, really beautiful. And that's what I would like to do, to really work on beautiful tone, making piano sing. So that's why you have to take care of these things. And one other thing is very important. Study your score. Do exactly what's written in the music. If it says resolution, then it's because this is not editor's work. This is Chopin. Chopin wrote down very specifically what he wanted us to do. So it is our job to follow all the instructions he's given us, and then after that we can add our own things, not change it, but add a little bit more to kind of decorating, right? So, but first you have to learn it. Okay, you have to learn it really well. I mean, maybe it's not the right piece. Maybe we should, you know, go with something slightly easier than this. But I would like you to try. Okay, and I really think it's an absolutely beautiful piece. Okay, so next week remind me to start with this one because I really don't want to spend most of our lesson on exercise, even though that's also important. But I would like you to get the most out of this 45 minutes. Okay. All right. So 1 through 8. How do you practice on this one?
Um,
With hands. Do you have any specific strategy?
no.
So what did you kind of sit down and you play through the notes from here to here, right hand and left hand?
No.
So what did you do then?
Um, I just, I played
Mm-hmm.
through it first, I think. Yeah, I
Okay.
played through it first. Then, kind of just like worked on mostly the, like 5 through 8.
Very interesting.
Um,
I think that I myself
uh-huh.
would not be able to play through any new piece.
Mhm.
And pretty much every single musician would tell you exactly the same thing. Because we would be starting with one section at a time and truly learning it. Playing through, it's just a waste of time because it takes really long time to play through when you don't know your material, right? So it takes quite a bit of time. So by the time you finish playing through, half of your session is already gone, and you have not accomplished anything. And we have 8 sections, right? You have 7 days for practicing, right?
Yeah.
So if you focus on one section a day, at least you would have learned 7 sections. And by learning, I mean really truly knowing your material, not getting familiar. Don't do that, okay? Especially when we're playing a piece that is, completely different level, okay? So as I kind of suspected. It's about your lack of strategy, I should say. Okay. So yeah, and that's why these kind of things they teaching you not just how to practice piano, they're teaching you about how to manage other things in life where you need to take step by step. It's impossible to just cover everything at once. Okay.